Yay!
This is the second ball gown that I have ever gotten. I actually got this from a really small thrift store back in like 2017, and I thought it was really cute. When I first got it, I was like, oh, the peach color is so cute and I hope it fits. When I got it home, I didn't realize it wouldn't fit because you can tell that it is a little bit spacious on me. And I know I have not actually worn this dress once since I've gotten it. And I got this back in 2017. With that being said, I actually do not want to give this away. I just want to get it tailored, but there's not a lot of tailoring places I know where I live, so I think I might try and attempt to tailor it myself. But this is probably one of my favorite dresses in my dress collection. That's why I just refuse to like get rid of it because it's amazing. So this is the very first vintage dress that I actually started my vintage dress collection. Around the time I got this, I was really obsessed with like Betsey Johnson and vintage Vivienne Westwood, and I thought this like silhouette gave that. So when I found this at a thrift store, because I found this at like Savers when we had a Savers, I was really happy I found it. I love this dress. I don't ever foresee myself getting rid of this dress because I just think it's really pretty. Also, I think around this time I was really obsessed with like certain movies that had like silhouettes like this. Like there was like a lot of 80s movies where I saw women wear dresses like this. Like one of those movies was a movie called Big. I think it had, was it Tom Hanks was, no, I don't think it was Tom Hanks. I don't remember. I forgot who the leading man in this movie was, but I do remember there was this lady wearing this like really pretty dress that looked exactly like this, and I was like, oh my god, I want that so bad. So I ended up finding this back again like in early 2017 or late 2016. I can't remember when, but it was at a thrift store, and it's the catalyst of my dress collection. So I actually got this dress from a vintage, I think it was like a vintage con. It was called Totally Rad Vintage Fest, and I got it from there for like 20 bucks. And I was really excited to get it at first because it's really pretty. I like the colors and it's also really sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparkles from here, but I was really excited to get it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not reach for this at all, and I also want all of my dresses to be wearable. Like I want to be able to wear them outside, so I don't want to just have dresses to sit in my corner, and I don't really see myself wearing this out anytime soon, like on a regular day basis. Not even like, oh, you can save it for date night or you can save it for like a night out, but like that's like once in a while. Like I want to wear something that like I can reach for on a casual day. So this dress is one of my favorite dresses in my collection. I got this dress actually from eBay. I got this from eBay a while ago. Again, I think I got this back in 2017 as well. I bought during 2017 was like my best era for buying vintage dresses because they were cheap. But I got this from eBay. I think this is by Jessica McClintock. And I got this for 35 bucks from eBay. I looked this up. These are now going for like $200. Who knows? This did used to be longer, but I chopped off the bottom half just so it could be wearable so it won't drag across the floor because the bottom half was really long and it was just I couldn't do anything with it in terms of wearing it out. But this is literally my favorite dress. I love this dress so much, and I'm super glad that I got it before like the whole Jessica McClintock. What's the other ones? There's another brand out there, and before that whole thing blew up. So this dress is, I like this dress. I really do. But I am not going to keep this dress mainly because one, I don't know where I would wear this to. I think it's cute. And even though I did for a long time try to convince myself to keep it because I'm like, I want to collect dresses. I want to be like one of those people who collected dresses for like 40 years and then they have a huge collection of things. But then I remembered that like I hate having a lot of stuff. So I am going to sell this not anytime soon, but like maybe later down the road, maybe a year from now, I'm going to sell this. But the reason why I got this is kind of silly. Like I actually got this because about 2, 3 years ago, on TikTok, it was really popular to like find dresses like this, like the gothic early 2000s, like prom dresses. And I am 35, okay? I'm 35 years old. First of all, I've never been to prom, and even if I did go to prom, my prom was over 17 years ago. So I don't need a prom dress. But I remember seeing like it trending on TikTok that people were finding these like gothic like prom dresses, early 2000s gothic prom dresses, and I'm like, oh my god, I want one. And then I found one at a thrift store, one of my favorite thrift stores, by the way, and this was like only $8, and I was like, oh my god, I hit the jackpot. Here's the thing, it's been sitting in my wardrobe for 2.5 years. I have never worn it, and every time I look at it, I'm like, when am I gonna what's going on here? What's happening here? So I will be getting rid of this. It is beautiful. I think it has a huge stain somewhere. I just can't find it. I do remember it having a stain, but I was like, I don't care. It's gonna be mine. But now I'm just like, no. I think I should give this, or not give it away, but sell this to someone who will actually appreciate it. It is a beautiful dress. I just think that I should just get rid of it. I love this dress. I really do. I think it's from the 60s, and I think it might be handmade because I didn't see like a tag on it. But I really love this dress. I also got this dress from one of my favorite thrift stores that has recently closed down, and I'm sad about that, by the way. But I got this dress and I love it. But the thing is, one, it has so many stains on it. I don't even know if you can see that, but it has so many stains at the bottom of the dress and also at the back, sort of. Yeah, a lot of stains, and I have yet to wash it, so I want to try to wash it first. But even if I can't get the stains out, I still want to keep this dress because it's so beautiful. And I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before out in the wild. And I don't know, I just don't want to get rid of it. Even though I have not worn this ever, since I've gotten it. And I think I got this back in 2018. I have not worn it, but I don't want to get rid of it. So me and this dress are forever, I guess. I don't know. Here's another dress that I got that I thought was like really interesting looking. I don't know how to tell you this, but like I'm a type of shopper that if I see something that I like but I know I don't need, I will convince myself to get it anyway. Like this is that in question. Like when I first saw this dress, you know what went through my mind? I was like, oh, this is really cute, but where am I gonna wear it? And then my mind was like, what if one day you get famous and you're invited to a red carpet and you were like, oh my god, I'm gonna wear a vintage dress, and you wear a vintage dress, and I'm like, oh, that makes total sense. Now, guys, does that make sense? No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm just delusional. Sometimes I would just delude myself into getting stuff that I don't need. Because what in my right mind, I was like, oh yes, I might get famous and I might walk the red carpet, so this will be that dress. Like that doesn't even, but yeah, I have this dress. I am going to sell it though. I am going to go ahead and resell it. I got this dress only a few years ago, or a couple of years ago. I think like god, I think like back in 2022 I got this dress. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and resell this. It is a beautiful dress. It has like these like circles on it, and it's really interesting. And I think that's the reason why I wanted to get it so bad, because it was so interesting looking. But guys, we're like the red carpet girl. So I know I said probably in this video, or more likely said in this video, that I am not someone who wants to keep dresses that I cannot wear at least casually. But I think that this might be the exception to the rule, because I like this dress so much. I remember like before I got this dress, I was like, I want to find a vintage 1970s wedding gown. I don't care if it's branded. I just want to find a vintage 1970s wedding gown. And I did, and I love this one. I actually found another one, but I think I'm going to sell the other one. I'll show that to you in a second. But I really like this one. Even though I'm trying to get my wardrobe to a point where I can just wear things casually, I don't want to keep anything that are for special occasions. I think this is something that I am going to keep. Now, do I plan on ever getting married? No. Not at all. Like if I do, then yes, this would be something I would wear. But I don't plan on getting married. I just like this dress. I just really like this dress. When I first got this dress, I actually got this dress from Rochester, New York. I went to Rochester like 2 years ago, but I got this from a Goodwill out there. And when I first got it, I was like, oh my god, this color is so pretty. This like really dark cream color. And then I realized it's not a coloring, that's oxidization, and this needs to be washed. And I was like, oh oops, because I think this is supposed to be white. I think this dress is supposed to be white, and I thought it was like, no, this is such a beautiful color. It's oxidization. Okay, well, it's still beautiful. So I said that I also got another wedding, like a vintage wedding dress before, or not before this one, but after this one. I think I got this one probably like a year later after I got this one I'm wearing. But I don't think I'm gonna keep this one. I think I'm gonna sell this one hopefully. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So this dress is actually a birthday gift to myself. This is probably the most expensive vintage dress that I own because I got this from Depop, because of course. And it was originally $125. I got the person down to $100, but it still ended up being $125 because of the shipping and the tax. And I was like, oh, well, well then. But at least I saved a couple dollars because I feel like if I would have spent full price on this, it would have gotten to 150. So I saved a little bit of money, I guess. But I really do like this dress. This is by Scott McClintock. I guess Jessica McClintock's brother. I don't know how this works. I don't know how the brands work these days. But I really like this dress. I like the fact that, first of all, the top is pointy. Like if you look, this top portion is really pointy and it kind of gives me like evil swan, honestly. And then I love the tiers on it, so it has like two tiers. And then I like how pointed the front portion of this is. I think they call this a princess waistline. And then on top of it, the big ass bow on the back. I love it. I love the big bow. I think that's what sold me, is the big giant bow. Okay, I wasn't going to talk about this dress because this is a fairly new dress. I literally recently got this 3 weeks ago, and I don't even know if I'm going to keep it for myself or not, but like, I love it. It's so pretty. It's so precious. It has, okay, so it has like these really dramatic puff sleeves. Oh, you can't hear me. I'm sorry. Sorry. It has these really dramatic puff sleeves, and then it has like these flower embellishments on the sleeves on the front and the back, and it kind of reminds me of like a designer. I don't remember if it was Simone Rocha or Sandy Liang that it reminds me of, but like I like this dress so much, and right now I'm leaning towards keeping it, even though like I have a lot of dresses. But I think I want to keep this dress. Also, like it kind of deters from what I'm like usually attracted to, because I usually get dresses with the big bow in the back, right? Like I think there's like three or four dresses in my collection that has like the big bow in the back, and this is a little bit differently because it has just rosettes on the sleeves, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so different. Okay, but I love this dress so much. It's so cute. So I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this for a while at least. So originally I wanted to keep this dress, but it's honestly, the sleeves are really itchy, and I thought like, well, maybe I should line them, but I don't want to line them. I like the fact that they're see-through, but they're itchy as like right now my arms feel like they're on fire. I do not know what 80s lace was made out of. I feel like it was made out of sandpaper and barbed wire, because what the hell? Everything that I've ever gotten from the 80s that has lace on it and it's like see-through lace and I put it on, it feels like I'm being stabbed 1 million times, and I don't like it. Like I want to keep this dress, but it's just so uncomfortable. It is a 1980s wedding dress, and I thought of styling it in a very like or boho way, or in like a really like punk way too, because I tend to get a lot of inspiration from like Vivienne Westwood and stuff like that. But like I can't wear this outside. This is itchy. This is awful. Like the sleeves are bad. Like the rest of the dress is fine, just the sleeves, and I'm sad. So I'm going to be selling this dress. Womp womp womp. So I really do think this dress is beautiful. I like especially the upper portion of it. But I don't think I'm going to keep this dress. There's another dress I'm going to show you that I'm also not going to keep, that got from the same place at the same time. But it's like this blue vintage union made dress, and I like it. I like the fact that light blue, which right now I'm really obsessed with light blue. It has polka dots on it, and it has a really interesting like silhouette, a really interesting upper piece up here. But one, it doesn't really fit me that well. That's one, because it's kind of it's a little baggy. Like, I can cinch in the waist because of the waist ties, but everywhere else it just doesn't fit. And number two, I just do not foresee myself wearing this anytime soon outside. So I think I'm gonna get rid of it. And then there's this dress that came from the same place, and I thought about keeping this one too because it reminds me of one of my favorite dresses in my dress collection right now, but in the pink version. But I'm probably going to get rid of this one too. I just don't really see myself grabbing for it in a casual way, and it is really pretty, but I feel like somebody else would appreciate it, mainly because like I don't want to keep anything in my wardrobe that I can't at least wear casually a couple of times. So I think I just will get rid of this one as well as this one. So there's a few dresses I've shown in this video where I'm like, I don't want to keep it because it's just unwearable. And this is one of those dresses that technically I need to find a way to like where it's ooh, sorry, excuse me, I have the hiccups, where it's not like touching the ground. However, this is one of those dresses I just refuse to get rid of because it fits me so well. Like, it fits me, it's like it was made for me. Also, the story about this is a little bit funny, or maybe it's just funny to me, and I'm gonna tell it to you. So one day I was really upset. Like, I have been obsessed with light blue for a really long time. And one day, I think this is back in 2020. This is like still during the pandemic, but they were still allowing people to go places. And I went to the Goodwill bins. And I was really obsessed with the Selkie dress. But at the time, Selkie did not have a light blue colorway to the Selkie poof dress. So my idea was to get some fabric, dye it a light blue, and then make my own like version of the Selkie dress. So I went to the thrift store because I'm like, that's the best place to get like scrap fabric or fabric that you could practice on or do something with. So I was gonna get like some curtains, dye them blue, maybe the shade of blue, and then make my own Selkie dress. And so I went to the Goodwill bins. And I saw this. I only saw the bottom part of it, so I thought it was curtains. I was like, oh, that's perfect. I don't have to dye the curtains now. And then when I picked it up, I noticed it was this, and I was like, this is literally the dress of my dreams. I love this dress. This dress is by a brand called Vicky Vaughn. It's from the 70s. I love it. She's so cute. I love her so much. I think I showed the pink version of this, but the pink version I'm actually selling. But I love this one. This one is made for me, and it fits me so well. I like it too much. I don't think I'm ever getting rid of this dress. So that is the end of my vintage dress collection video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!